Rhea's looking extra mischievous this morning. He's like, I'm gonna pull all these cords.
He is looking a little.
Pretty sure he did it the entire night because we should be live again. I'm not sure if the sound.
Are we live?
But yeah.
Hey guys, we're really live this time.
Let us know if you can hear us.
Yeah, remember the safe word is dolphin.
Where'd you put the link?
If you can't hear us, put a dolphin in the
It
chat.
was in the email. We would send him the link.
Except that you wouldn't be able to do that because you wouldn't know that I said that.
Good morning, everybody. Yes, they can. So we can start our introduction again. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining.
Hi.
This is our second Skyvault Screening stream. We did the first one yesterday.
This is our third one.
It went very well. That was the second one, Ricky. There was no first one.
This is not the 50th stream.
This is not the 50th stream. We had a pretty good turnout yesterday, and we were able to screen the whole thing with minimal issues. And the actors came. We had our three main actors joined in as well at the end. We couldn't figure out how to get the Skype window captured, so I put them on the TV, and then I pointed the camera at the TV, and then stuck a microphone up to the TV. Which weirdly works. I went and checked on my phone, and they were completely audible. So we had a nice Q&A with them, and it was fun. We will not have anyone Skyping in this time. It'll just be us.
Everyone's saying they can hear, but it's way too quiet.
Oh, it's quiet. I was
Way
wondering
too
about
quiet.
that.
I'll just
Adjust the dial.
turn up the dial.
Turn
Is that the right dial?
Alright.
Turn it up to 11.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Alright, everybody, can you hear us better?
Is it better?
Is it
Let
broken?
us know.
I'm gonna send Ricky the link real quick.
Send me the link.
Alright.
Send me the link.
So we have
Alright, that's better. Everybody's better. Except
Us
for all the
four.
people that are now panicking for how loud it is.
Is it too loud now?
No, they can turn down their volume.
Ricky, what was your experience on set? What was your job? What did you do?
Everything.
Well, I send you this
I
link.
did
Wow,
everything.
that's the most accurate description, actually. You did.
I carried a lot of stuff up and down a lot of hills.
Yeah.
And then I hid from Joey. That was a good part of my job.
I don't think you get credit enough for the emotional support that you brought. Because everyone was falling apart.
It was not that bad. There's just like one issue. And then my actual job was to make sure Kyle didn't die by just forcing him to eat
That is true.
Little Debbie snacks.
I would
like,
occasionally
literally.
just be direct, because it's the first set that we had a full craft services bar on.
Jim is back.
Yay, hi Jim!
Yay!
Jim is one of the actors, for anybody who's new. By the way, who's new here? Let us know in the chat who's new.
Jim is too nice to us.
But yeah, we had a full craft services food bar on this project, and I still barely ate anything because I was up doing stuff all the time. And occasionally Ricky would just show up and just slide a snack cake into my hand or something, and I would just eat it while I was working.
Vaughn is here.
Hey, hi Vaughn.
Oh, I'm so happy. It's such good news.
Is his screen name Black Bruce Wayne?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the best.
Um.
I held a lot of umbrellas.
Yeah.
Did actually Jim was just talking about that last night about how on set people would have umbrellas over him.
Peggy
and then
Scott
as
is
soon
here.
as Peggy's here.
Oh, again? Wow, everybody's joining back in.
I just commented on how nice her Facebook post was.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
you did. It was a very sweet Facebook post.
Also watch Vindicated. Streaming now on Amazon Prime.
Because everyone's looking at the comments, we all look like we're just on our phone, just like...
Yeah.
just like, we're doing Skyvault.
Skyvault.
Alright, well, if we're
No,
all
we're looking at
our
comments
phone,
so we can see
I
what's
won't
going
look at mine.
Yeah, so looks like several of our actors are here again in the chat. You guys, if you want to talk to them. There we have, so
Feel
far
free
we
to
have
ask him questions.
Jim, Yvonne, and Peggy. Who is?
I
What
said
is it?
feel free
Oh,
to
feel
ask
free to
him
ask them
questions.
And yeah, you can also go follow them on their respective Twitter and social medias, because they all have their own stuff online.
Oops, sorry, that was too loud.
How dare you?
I'm sorry.
Last night we had some very occasional lagging, so I assume a lot of people are here just to see if they can watch it without the lagging throughout the middle of it, which
that's
is
true.
good.
That shouldn't
We're
happen.
gonna hope that doesn't happen. We're gonna try our best.
I will say it won't happen.
Wow. Wow, that's big.
Yeah.
Those big promises.
We're all a little tired today. We're trying our best.
So I specifically did this morning one so the people that were actually like not in the United States and asleep last night could join in this morning. But we all just woke up. So
right, we're willing to take you a couple of questions before we
What time
start.
is it in Europe?
Yeah.
We have
Like
one.
4?
It says, "What's the strangest thing that happened
Yeah.
during shooting?"
The strangest thing.
Probably
the
the
whole
drug
thing
raid,
happening
right?
was strange. Oh
It's
yeah.
definitely the drug raid. We were shooting at a really great, cool little bar location, which you'll see for the for a scene in Skyvault. And while we were shooting, we had our safety and prop team come in, and they were like, "Everybody needs to get inside." And we were like, "Oh, what happened?" We're all just inside. We're not allowed to do anything or go anywhere. And then prop teams comes out and is like, so like 3 houses down from where we're at, there was a massive drug raid. Like SWAT team showed up to the house, completely like, searched through it, told everyone to get lost. I don't think they actually found the people that were there.
Yeah, I don't remember what the result of the raid was.
Fortunately, we didn't keep up with the information, but we were all just like silenced for like an hour. While
That was the weirdest thing to you guys?
Was that not the weirdest thing? What was the weirdest thing to you?
I guess that could be the weirdest thing.
I guess you have to define
it was
weird.
just kind of the most like, oh, okay,
Because like
kind of thing.
in another definition of weird, there was definitely a moment where me, like, all the main actors were like putting on their full gauntlet props, and me and Ian just looked at each other and we were just like,
It's real.
like we've been working on this for like 2 years.
Yeah,
I was writing this thing when I worked at KXAN before we started the channel.
The reason it's not weird to Ricky is because he's from Lubbock.
The drug raid?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
All of Ricky's
There's
friends have
math.
had drug raids.
I've been, yeah.
What was your weirdest thing?
I think the weirdest thing to me was like that like nice camping family that just like happily moved away from their camping site so we could film there.
Oh my god, I forgot.
And they were
about
just
that.
like, these guys are gonna be on Netflix one day, kids. And like, yeah, I guess we are maybe. And then like that whole moment, the sun setting really fast, Reed jumping over a waterfall with gauntlets,
Yeah.
all of that was just like, is this life? It just seems very surreal.
Yeah.
Somebody else just asked what yesterday's stream was about. It was the middle of the night for them. It was the same stream. We streamed Skyvault for a group of people, and we had the actors call in. We had Jim, Havana, and Allie, which is our main 3 casts. We had Peggy and Heather in the chat, and they were answering questions as well. And I think some of them are still in the chat if you want to ask them questions.
Yeah.
So far, doing the whole question in caps.
It does help.
That
It
has
helps me
helped quite a
identify
bit,
what the question, which
actually.
ones are questions.
But yeah, so we're just doing the same thing this morning. We're just going to stream it. Hopefully it'll stream a little bit better than last night. And we'll answer some questions at the end too.
Jim and Yvonne
But-
say that Snake Wrangler was a hero.
Yeah, we
Yes,
cannot
very
praise.
true.
He was actually though.
I think we talk
were
about
gonna
this guy
put-
more than any
We
other
were gonna
crew
put
member.
Allie right in a spot where there was a snake.
Yeah.
Like his job, so our producer called us like the day before shooting. It was like, we need
Oh
a,
my
we need
god,
a snake
McCree,
wrangler.
stop.
Oh yeah. Here.
No.
That's gotta
no.
be right in the mic too.
No.
Um,
Oh my god.
It's like
how
wrapped
did
around
you
the
do
cord.
this?
keep talking.
He built his cat toy into all the cords
Oh my
How did you
god.
weave
and
it
was
into the
going to
cords?
like use it as a lever to pull the camera over.
It's like woven around.
It's
the
his grand
cords.
scheme. Look at his twitching tail. He knew.
All right, we're getting a bunch of questions coming in. So
Make sure you preface your question with the capitalized
Are you
question.
planning on pitching your pilot to any major publishers?
Yes.
Yes.
We have producers currently working on the pitching process right now. They've talked to some producers in Austin that are very interested, and we are just sort of like in that in that phase, I guess, right now.
What was the thing you worried about the most in the whole thing?
Not finishing on time. We only had, the amount of money we had bought us like 7 days worth of shooting, and there were so many days where we were falling like hours behind, and so we were constantly worried that like we were gonna miss a shot. And if you miss a shot, you just have to rewrite the whole thing without that shot in it. So it was really important that we got literally every single shot. We were constantly worried we were never gonna be done. which made the last day super stressful. And all the other days before that also very stressful. Kyle, what did he do?
It is literally tied around this cable.
Oh my
Told you. Master plan.
Question: what are the characters' favorite colors? Like, I think they mean the characters, not the
I
actors.
think. Oh.
So that'd be a Kyle question
Well,
or an Ian
Truman,
question.
Truman is definitely purple.
Yeah,
You know that.
I guess it's based on actual people, so it'd be their favorite color, huh?
Jay has to be red, right?
No, Jay is blue.
Jay is blue.
Their outfit
Cat is
color
green.
the closest we got.
Cat is green.
Yeah, basically.
I can
Are you just making that
accept
up, or-
these.
You making that up, or are you talking
No,
about
I
their
did
actual?
all the costumes for the whole thing.
Oh.
Jay is blue, Truman is purple,
That's a
and Cat
thing
is
you need
green.
to know to make costumes. Is their favorite color?
No, not necessarily, but you
That'd
need
be-
to
that's
know
deep
their
as fuck.
color.
But
It's
purple,
implied by the
but
color.
purple and green clash. He can't.
Yeah.
He can't be purple.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Purple and green don't clash. Look at the Ninja Turtles.
Or Barney. Or Barney.
No, purple and green
Oh God,
clash.
we just named two very terrifying things.
Whose cat is that, and are they a supervillain? The answer is yes.
I have to cut this.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, cut it.
Here,
We
you're
need to
you're
get-
more
we
you're
need
more
to get
important
him a new
actually.
one
Just let me take care of it.
There are scissors
Yeah.
somewhere.
I mean, I'll just.
Or you just untie it, yeah.
Alright, the actors in the chat are Black Bruce Wayne is Havan, who plays Jay. Jim Shubin is Jim, who plays Truman. And then
Jim
Oh,
Shooter.
you get it?
and then Allie, I don't think is in the chat. Peggy should also be under Peggy. She plays Shay.
Yeah.
And I don't think Heather or anyone else is in here. But yeah.
Purple, green, and gold is Mardi Gras colors. You're right, Peggy.
Hey, Carolyn's in the chat.
Question, who designed the costumes?
Allison
Hey!
did. Got it.
Uh,
They're great.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh my god, he has his prize over there now. Okay, good.
It's my claim to fame, I guess. Well, we were going to have another person do costumes, but we ended up not really being able to afford it, so I did all the costumes. I gathered all the costumes. Actually, so I designed the costumes, but we had Avi on set who basically,
Manage the wardrobe.
yeah, she managed the wardrobe on set. She also did a lot of really important things, like small adjustments we needed. She did Yvonne's pants because we needed a slit up the side. She did Shay's. She dyed the most important
good
shirt
one.
we had on set. Like, we only were able to get one of these shirts, and it took forever. And she ended up dyeing it, we needed, to
I
be
don't
2
think-
shades darker.
Kyle, I don't think the VOD is going to be available, right?
what?
I can't really leave it available without making it an unlisted link. I might be able to download these streams and put them up on Vimeo with a password, and then I can
Thank
post
you.
an update on Kickstarter so that anybody that missed them can watch the full streams. And you'll also get the download of the actual episode when we're done as well.
Where did you get the inspiration for the movie? Well, it's a show, but where'd you get the inspiration? What are your inspirations for it?
Well, so it started back in 2014, before we had ever started making weekly videos. I had just graduated college.
No,
I
McCree.
was very bored.
Oh my god.
And I came up with a series idea that
Grab
was
Wrangle him.
We got a cat wrangler on set today.
it was
Don't believe those innocent meows.
No, he's a monster today. He's got so many things to say. Anyway, keep going.
there was a game that had been announced called Star Citizen that is still kind of out now, that John plays sometimes, and it was something that
obsessively.
you could it was advertised as this thing where you could you and your friends could be on a spaceship and fly around in space, and I thought that's cool. I wish we could actually do that in real life. So the second best thing that I came up with was, what if we made like a mini series where it's just all of us in a spaceship? And so we started working on that, and that was the start of Skyvault. Weirdly, it ended up growing over the years into something completely different as I started getting inspiration from things like Avatar: The Last Airbender, and Chuck was a big one actually because of its writing character progression. And then we started flavoring it with Indiana Jones and all the different adventure
so many
kind of stuff.
questions.
I remember when it was a talk show.
You even had a whole 3D model of the ship you wanted to make.
I did. Yeah, we ended up abandoning the ship. That was the main.
Final question before we film it.
No, we have at least 3 really good
3
ones.
ones? Okay, good.
Yeah, so one, was there a script supervisor?
No.
It
Yep.
was me and Ian.
No. Yeah.
That is 2 script supervisors.
Well,
Well,
There
so
you
We tried.
the point of the script supervisor generally is to keep notes for the editor, but I was going to be doing the editing.
Right.
So the script supervision job was not as important, so we didn't really have much of a need for a dedicated script supervisor, it turned out.
Someone asked what was the most fun scene to shoot. I would ask the actors.
Yeah, they probably have
a better
better opinion on it than either of us, because we were just stressed the whole time.
Yeah, all the scenes were the same to shoot for us, which is, are we on time? We're 2 hours behind time. Oh, what are we going to do? Oh, God, it's so hot in Texas. Everything is pain. Okay, so the last question, I think, should be the...
The most fun scene to shoot was the truck scene. The running scene.
Oh, sure.
With the truck.
God.
Oh, God.
You
I
say
was
that.
involved
Yeah, I've heard this
in
story.
that rig.
You'll see one shot of one of our main characters like running through a parking lot, and that entire shot was just our DP strapped into the back of a pickup with our giant thousands of dollars camera on his back, and you're just go for it, and then just drive down the parking lot.
What's the biggest new lesson you've learned while making this that never came up in previous projects? I think that's probably what we should end on before we start.
Buy a better van.
That is a very good question.
No, the van's
Buy
fine.
a better van.
You can't even tell who it belongs to.
That's not
What
the
did
van
you learn,
I'm
Kyle?
talking
What is the most important thing you took away from this?
The art van.
Oh.
You know what? I'm gonna think on that. I'll get back to that question. I think it's a good question. I want to answer it.
The
But
most important lesson?
But I want to get. I think let's get back to it after we do the stream, because.
Okay, that
I
sounds
feel like I
fair.
think
about
it.
Let's play this Skyvault.
Let's do this sky vaulting.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna go switch it over. Hopefully it doesn't glitch out or anything.
Yeah, let us know.
Nobody says sky vault during the show, by the way. In
No,
case you're hoping for it.
they
Doesn't
don't have
happen.
to. It was so awkward to run slower than normal from home.
Beyond the reaches of man, and the land that time forgot, deep within the last temple of the legendary Tahani, J. Harper.
Pilot?
Oh my
Now I
God.
can hear you. Sorry. Sorry, there was something blocking the video.
Yeah, there is something weird is happening.
Yeah.
Oh, is it the display capture you tried to do to capture
Yeah, I
the
think
thing
so.
last night?
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
All right, so
Move.
hold your excitement for another minute
And
or
then the
two.
other one you tried to do? The 3 things you tried?
Make sure there's nothing else in here. That's ours.
Classic Door Monster streaming.
Just gonna trash that.
Just gonna try. We don't need this.
Throw that away.
We don't need that.
Alright, let's try this again.
Beyond the reaches of man, and the land.
Leave.
No, no.
Yes.
claps.
I didn't clap either.
Do you see something on the list that looks like it shouldn't be there?
Text
Anyway,
No.
So Allison,
yeah, Ricky, what's up?
who does your hair?
No one.
Who are you wearing tonight?
This is the robe I got from being in Rachel's wedding.
Yeah.
Very nice. How
Yes,
was the wedding?
Thank you. It
Yeah,
was
it's
glorious.
a bunch of crap
It's
in
very
there.
beautiful. Very
Good to hear.
Very tear-jerking.
Now, if I could get your opinions on sandwich loaf.
Oh, solid 2 out of 10.
A solid 2 out of 10. You heard it here first, folks.
Some of the flavors inside the loaf are completely acceptable, but the texture itself is...
Alright, attempt number 3.
Beyond the reaches of man, and the land that time forgot, deep within the last temple of the legendary Tahani, J. Harper has found his prize. To retrieve it, he must fly across the infinite void and snatch it from its precarious perch before it falls into the abyss and never be seen again. And he just misses it. Come on, Harry. Hey, it's not fun if it's easy. Try again. I won't pull it away this time. Having inexplicably survived impossible odds, Harper goes in for a second pass. Will he make it this time? The fate of the universe hangs in the balance. Uh-oh, he's... All right, fine. Just keep that then.
What? I don't get an ending?
Find the treasure, escape, etc. and so forth. Endings are boring. Don't stop until you die, that's what I say.
Sounds good to me. What do you want to see most?
Literally anything but another desolate rock like this one.
I tell you, I got a job. I'm gonna save half of everything I make. We'll be on Austin in no time.
I'm not sure that'll be enough.
Of course it will.
It's easy for you to say. Everything eventually works out for you.
I'll save enough for the both of us. Just trust me. It's gonna be a little bit longer.
Yeah.
The day I have it, we'll be on one of those shuttles. Hey, I'll quit my job. We'll get
I'm
gear.
joining Goliad.
What?
I ship out pretty soon. In a couple days, so soon.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I can't stay here anymore, Jay. This is my best option. They only have me for 3 years, and by then you're gonna have enough money, and I'll be there to meet you in Austin.
No, you don't have to join Goliad to get to Austin, okay? That's ridiculous. Me and you, we could step foot on another planet together for the first time. Just like we planned. Just like real treasure hunters, okay? We'll step on a new world, we'll find an old map, we'll fight pirates, we'll solve a murder mystery, we'll jump off of really tall things, maybe even do a heist. That last one's not necessary, but I want to do it.
This still works, Jay. And it works faster. You and I, we can still do all of it together. Everything you said, heist included.
Okay, but I can get us off Round Rock at the same time. We don't have to do it this way.
You don't know that. And I can't just stay here and be optimistic while you figure it out. I'll just get trapped in a dead-end job or jail. It's a coin flip. Either way, I'm gonna grow old and I'm gonna die without ever seeing another planet. Just like everyone else in my family. I can't be that.
You won't be trapped. You just have to wait a little longer.
I can't wait anymore, Jay. But you can. Because you're stronger than me. I'm gonna be there when you get off that shuttle. I promise.
I'm looking for someone, and I was wondering if you guys keep a record of people that come through here.
What's the name?
Harrison Valerio?
Looks like he came through here once about 3 years ago, then again a few months after that, but nothing since.
Oh. Okay. Thanks. Hi. Do you know where I could find maps?
We have some right here.
Right. But do you know a store somewhere that sells maps? Like where you go inside and it's dark and dusty and there's like a crazy old man there and all these artifacts. But in the very back on this stack of scrolls, there's this one forgotten old map that leads to like a temple or something? Something like that.
Are you asking me if I know where to find a treasure map?
Yes.
When's the next train for the Wallet Basin?
Another hour, platform 746.
You want something?
If I knew where to find a treasure map, I would not be working here.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you.
You got the map?
Yeah, I got the map. Seems like a lot of work for a rock.
It's not a rock, it's an artifact.
An artifact is a rock.
No, it's not. An artifact's any object you happen to find from an extinct civilization.
Well, the Tahani used to make stuff out of rocks. Therefore, it's a rock, right?
No, they didn't. Why would Vera want a rock?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It seems like a lot of trouble.
Hey, I'm sorry, this guy pushed me. It was my fault.
Hey, you think you just push people around like that? No one's gonna say anything?
Still got a problem, Green?
Yeah.
Tough guy, huh?
What, tough guy? What, tough guy?
Why don't you mind your own business before I mop the floor with both of you? Go about your day. Understand or get out of here. That's all.
What's your step, huh?
Don't be a hero. Turn around.
Get lost.
Jay Harper, thanks for coming.
Cat Bryson.
Jay Harper, thanks for coming. Truman Perry. So the job is to find buried treasure at these coordinates. What can you bring to the expedition?
I'm a professional bodyguard. I hit everything I shoot at, and I won't complain as long as there's no lying and lots of food.
Now, this might involve some physical challenges, like cutting through vines, outrunning traps, fighting a rival treasure hunting gang as ancient ruins crumble all around us, and we barely escape with our prize. How do you feel about something like that?
Let me answer that with another question. How much do you know about the Tahani? Because if you're looking for an artifact, you'll want an expert. I spent the last 6 years studying their culture, so I'm ready for this.
Do you have any questions or concerns?
Yeah, does this glass look dirty to you? Because I'm not comfortable drinking out of it.
How much does it pay?
A third of whatever we sell it for.
How much is that?
I don't know exactly, but I have it on good authority that this is a highly sought after item.
Well, nobody gets into academics for the money, I guess.
Fine, but I want half.
Deal. One last thing. A test of strength. Arm wrestling to be exact. If you can't win, you wouldn't make a good bodyguard, would you?
Is that really necessary?
If you can win, you wouldn't make a good nerd, would you? Are you ready?
Ready.
Maybe there's a certain shoulder position that's supposed to...
Begin! You're both hired.
Howdy! It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. What was your name?
Yvonne.
Yvonne. I was told you wanted to speak with me.
That's interesting, because I don't. I'm actually here to see someone else, which I made clear to your secretary, so I don't understand why I'm speaking to you instead.
Well, I do apologize for any confusion. Who was it you wanted to speak with?
Louis Rose.
That must be why I'm here. What exactly is the nature of your relationship with Mr. Rose, if you don't mind my asking?
Professional and private. I'm not interested in whatever internal conflict you're clearly having. So if you can pull off what your phone monkey couldn't, and point me in Louis's direction...
I'm afraid that's not an option. You see, Mr. Rose no longer works here.
What happened?
We're still in the process of figuring that out ourselves. Do you happen to know of any disparaging remarks that Mr. Rose made against this company?
I'm sure he did, but no, nothing particular comes to mind. So if he's not here, I have no business here either.
It's my job to pay attention to what people think of us. Bluebonnet has enemies. It's not a reality they like to acknowledge. But when you deal with basic human necessity, any decision made for the good of the many is bound to leave some individuals less than satisfied.
The way you're forcing people to live these days, I don't blame them.
Mr. Rose had a similar opinion. Sometimes individuals can't see the bigger picture, and they blame this company for their misfortunes. I believe their feelings are justified, but sometimes folks can let their feelings get the best of them, and they take actions unbecoming of today's society. My department exists to handle such individuals, and that's what we did. I'm sorry you weren't able to meet with him, but if you ever find yourself with any more feedback, I'm all ears.
Where is he now?
Can't say. Where Mr. Rose goes next is up to him.
Did you say jungle? Because I don't remember you saying jungle.
Hold on.
You know, I expected fieldwork to be challenging, but I did not factor in the mud or the bugs or the aggressive plant life.
It's the city. At a nice cabin, and this is basically paradise.
Well, you know, my paradise isn't quite so sticky.
It also helps if you walk around the trees instead of through them.
Well, you clearly came much more prepared than I did.
Just part of the job. This little guy has helped me out of some tight spots.
Does that mean you've used it, like, on the streets?
What?
You know, in a confrontation, some illicit deal gone sideways?
What is it you think I do?
Well, it's your job to shoot people. Don't worry. I'm not judging you.
Oh, thanks. I'm a bodyguard. It's my job to make sure you don't get shot.
I thought you were basically a mercenary.
Very different. I don't have metal limbs or assassinate people for money. I provide protection and peace of mind with a gun.
Wait, do you know people with metal arms and stuff?
I've seen them around.
That would be amazing. Could have things like this just built right in.
Sure, if you don't mind removing your arm first.
I saw a guy with a metal eye before. Super scary. It was beautiful. I mean, he had to have been a mercenary, you know, with the eye and the backpack and this tracker thing.
Wait, what?
Cat, stop! Awesome! The axe thing, not the situation.
Don't move forward. You haven't completely triggered it yet, but it is close.
So, backwards.
No. Don't move at all. Okay, if you give it any slack, it might just drop.
What am I supposed to do then? Just stand here?
That's not a good idea either. This thing is incredibly old. I mean, it could fall apart at any second. No, it looks Tahani. It matches ceremonial blades found at the temples, but that would make it 500 to 900 years old at least.
What exactly are we here to get?
A Tahani thing, an artifact.
So like a rock?
Well,
not exactly. I mean, it could be from
now, that
any
is a common
extinct civilization.
misconception.
It might be a rock, though.
Well, it could be a rock.
Great. How did you find it?
What do you mean?
How did you know where to look? Where'd you get that tracker?
I stole it.
You stole it.
Uh-huh. Is that bad?
Depends on who you stole it from.
Okay, I'm at the shuttle station, right? And I see the guy with the eye. And he has this perfect treasure map right there. And he's talking about it with his partner, you know, because they have to get it for their boss. And they're just saying things like, why would Vicky want a rock? So I provided a strap.
Vicky?
Yeah, I think so. I don't remember.
Are you sure it wasn't Vera?
Yeah, that was it.
So you didn't know there is a famous mercenary crime lord in Austin with a metal arm named Vera when you stole this thing from her henchman?
No. No, I did not know that.
Oh, well, there is.
Maybe it's a different Vera. With mercenary henchmen.
Okay. It'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll find whatever it is. We'll bring it right back to her. She'll be so happy to have it back, she'll probably buy it off of us.
Have you ever done anything like this before?
No. Not exactly. I
Oh
just
my
landed
God,
on
I do
Austin.
this sometimes I forget to double check and then I get into situations like this. So yeah, I'm gonna go before I'm indebted to a mercenary crime lord. Thank you for the deceitful and foodless day trip.
Cat, come on, don't go.
You don't know what you're doing. Get rid of that thing and go home where you're safe, both of you.
You're going too, huh? No. I'm done being safe. And this could really be something, and the only way to find out is to take some risks. Okay. You know what? Can you... Oh, no. I'll navigate, but you should go in front. Thanks.
You sure you know how to use this?
Well, we're actually getting closer, so I'd say I'm doing better than you were. This is it. We're here.
You sure?
Yes, I'm sure. These are the coordinates.
All right, well, what do we do? Dig?
You know, there might not be anything here.
Just keep looking.
I will, but who's to say if these coordinates are even correct? I mean, the original owners could have been completely incompetent for all we know. Why did you steal this anyway?
I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have. Just wanted to go on a real adventure, like we had planned. See what he would have done.
Hand! There's a hand up there. Maybe a whole person. Further investigation is required.
What?
Up there. There's a hand up there.
That's not a rock.
He wasn't there.
It's only been a few days since he checked in. That's well within reason if he had to go deeper undercover.
He's not undercover. They found him. He's compromised.
Rose is our most experienced field agent. He wouldn't be sloppy enough to get caught doing something too incriminating. Whatever happened, we will find him again.
What's this?
There was an energy spike on Austin. Big one. Not on our network.
Are you serious? What are we still doing here?
We're waiting to see what they do next. If they found something, we do not want to approach them the wrong way.
There's only one way to do it. Take them out immediately. Are you kidding me? This could be catastrophic. Get us moving, damn it!
Get out of the van.
What?
This is important, and I will not have you behaving this way in the van. Get out. We don't know who these people are. They could turn out to be valuable additions to our team, and I am not going to risk losing that.
These are not like our normal witnesses. They didn't just see us jump somewhere. They have something and they're using it.
If we shoot first and ask questions later, they won't be able to tell us apart from the people we're fighting, and then none of this will work. I am going to talk to them, and you are going to wait in the van.
Shay, you there? I assume you saw that. I'm really close. Do you want me to check it out?
No. Yvonne and I will go in first. We're on Dallas, but we have a clear shot. Get everybody ready. This could be big. Get in.
way we came from. Yeah, man, I know. But it's kind of hard to look for an artifact in the middle of the jungle using a paper map.
Well, maybe if you didn't lose our tracker. Whatever, man. I told you the kid took it. I don't care what happened. You're supposed to hold on to it.
You good?
There!
Hey! Look, we found it!
What is it?
It's Tahani, but its condition is incredible, even with everything we have at the university. I've never seen anything so complete.
Well, I'll be damned. You're right about the kid.
Hey! Step back! I have an additional hand. I'm not afraid to use it.
They practically did our job for us. We could take it and call it even.
That's true. But too bad for them. Vera doesn't want anybody else to see it, so they'll have to stay right here.
This is why I told you to get moving. We can still follow them, and we're still talking first.
Who the hell are you?
Don't worry about what you saw. It's not your concern.
Hey, it's my concern till we get what we came for.
They're ours. Watch your step.
Seriously, what was that?
I don't know.
Where are we?
Is anybody hurt? I don't know.
Lockhart.
Is that a town?
No, it's the planet. Lockhart. That's the sign for Kraut's Market right there. My parents took me on vacation there once. It was a 3-day trip.
So, Vera wanted a magic hand that teleports you to barbecue. That's not so bad.
Truman, do your thing.
What thing?
Do a smart thing. Read the symbols. Find out what it is.
I don't know what this is.
It's Tahani. That's your thing.
No, this is not my thing. My thing is soup.
Soup?
Yes, soup. Modern recipes from the heritage system that match descriptions from old texts. Connections between ancient and modern society that prove we still have new things to learn from the past. That's what my dissertation is on, not whatever this is.
We'll call it Magic Hand. That's okay with it.
We just broke every law in the universe there was to break! Conservation of energy, gravity, highway speed limit. I mean, physics is out the window here, which, you know, I guess I never really knew that much about them in the first place. But I mean, I do know culture, okay? And when you change travel, you change society, tourism, and shipping, the whole passenger line economy. I mean, if anyone can get anything from anywhere at any time, who even needs Bluebonnet anymore? We're talking about a revolution. And it's from the Tahani. I was right.
How did Vera know where to find this thing?
Afternoon. I couldn't help but notice your disembodied hand. Do you know what that is?
Do you know what it is?
Yes, I do. My name is Elizabeth Shea. I have dedicated my life to finding artifacts such as these. I imagine you had a rather exciting experience earlier today. I'm referring to that giant beam of light shooting you through space.
That did happen, yeah.
That's what they're supposed to do. It can be harrowing if you don't know what to expect. It's a miracle you ended up here safely.
What do you want?
You're in danger, having that in your possession. If you let me take it, I can protect it, and I can protect you. It will be as if you never even found it. Otherwise, the people who come looking for it next will make you wish you hadn't.
Who would that be?
Bluebonnet. They're not happy that things like this exist.
Wait, so they've known about this, and they kept it from everyone?
Yes, they did. If it weren't for Bluebonnet, traveling between worlds might be as easy as crossing the street. The 5 systems would be connected in a way we have never seen before. But they are not giving up control easily. I know a group of people who are fighting to give this technology to everyone, no matter where they're from or how much money they have. If I take this to them, it would change a lot of things.
You know what? You're the 3rd person to try to take this thing from us in the past half hour. You might be telling the truth, but how would I know that? None of this makes any sense, so I think we'll take it back to Truman's school. Since we can get there in, what, like 5 seconds? And then maybe we'll talk.
That would be my partner. She's a little anxious about the situation. I apologize in advance if she comes across ill-mannered.
Sounds like you're done talking first. Let's clean this up.
Ah, wow, your head is hard.
This is why I told you to wait in the van.
Someone shoot! Take them out!
Shay?
Obviously, do not take them out.
So by change things, you just mean change all the Bluebonnet logos to whatever it is you're called.
I apologize. This is not how I wanted this to go.
Apology accepted. Tell you what, we'll give you a do-over. You fly away, give us 10 minutes, and we can try this again.
We need to hold them someplace we can keep an eye on them. What do you think about a manual?
Yeah, that could work. There's a couple other contacts I can reach out to if it doesn't.
Or you could just kill them and it's not an issue.
I have heard enough out of you today.
You know, she's not totally wrong. It is the safest option.
As long as they're isolated, we'll be safe. Just needs to be in the middle of nowhere with no connection to the outside world. The universe has no shortage of those.
What if we work for you?
It's not an open club.
What do you have to offer?
We're a treasure hunting team, and you're basically looking for treasure, right? I know everything about the Tahani. Kat is the best sharpshooter around, and Jay is... he's the leader.
We did find this first.
This organization is bigger than it looks. The things we do are extremely dangerous.
We're professionals.
How extremely?
I have a job that might fit your skill set. We can give it a trial run and see where it goes. Your arm. These will do the same thing as the hands you found. They're not as powerful and can only carry one person each. But they'll get you where you need to go. They can only be unlocked by a signal from me. If you attempt to remove them, if you tell anyone about our organization, if you disobey my orders, I will detonate them. It's not an ideal situation, but I will do what needs to be done in order to protect our interest. It's important that you understand that. Welcome to Rampart.
You guys ready for this?
Not as much as you are, but I guess you got what you wanted.
I can figure this out. Trust me. I just need some time. Besides, we now have magical gauntlets that can teleport us anywhere in the universe.
I really hope we don't die.
Now slide to the left. Slide to the right.
Alright, we're back.
Hi, everybody.
Hey guys, how'd you like it?
Tell us what you think of it.
Say what you need to say.
That was it. That's you guys helped make that.
Yeah. No, they made it.
Yeah. You guys
They're
paid
the
for
ones
that to exist.
they're the
Oh,
ones that
literally,
made it.
actually,
They made it.
most
Thank you so
of them
much.
actually even made it because the actors are in the chat,
That's
right?
true.
So.
Yeah, that's actually true. No, if they paid for it, they made it.
A small rebel group fighting corporate overlords. Yep.
That sounds like
Most
Kyle.
sci-fi boiled down, actually. But you know, whatever.
So yeah, but actually part of the original inspiration also was Firefly. That's why I started looking for the spaceship game in the first place, because I rewatched Firefly around that time, and I was like, I want a game like this.
But at
so I
its
started
heart,
on
though,
Firefly.
At its heart, though, it's really a show about
loud.
public transportation.
Loud. It's just
infrastructure.
loud.
I can't argue with that.
Definitely money well spent. My only problem with it is that we'll have to wait so long to see more
I
of
think
it.
they can hear us.
They said loud.
Yeah, but a lot of people are saying dolphin.
Oh, the applause was
The
loud.
applause was so loud.
Oh.
I just posted the dolphin if there's any audio, anything.
It's
Free.
more cyberpunk than I was expecting, which is good.
Oh, never mind. It's just.
It's just my headphones.
All right, if you guys have
Yeah.
any more
Just sticking
questions, ask us some questions. If
Yeah,
you've
we-
seen the actors now, ask the actors questions.
We'd be happy to answer anything, especially if you're new and didn't get to see the last ones. We're happy to answer stuff.
While they're thinking about it, what was the most important thing you learned on the
Oh right, I
episode?
totally forgot to think about that while it was.
Alright, well hurry and think about it immediately right now.
The
I
real
think-
Skyvaults
No.
were the friends.
Stop. I think probably the thing that I took away from it most is that not all professional filmmaking conventions are actually necessary to making something good, and in fact can often impede the progress of making things.
Tradition is just peer pressure from dead people.
So I think the big thing that I took away from it was like I learned the things that that we at Dormonster don't regularly do on our sketches that are valuable. Things that things that the professional film industry does that are valuable, and things that they do that are not. And moving forward into more bigger projects, I will know which things to emphasize and which things to replace with our own methods and preferences on things, because there's just certain ways that we work better and that make things run smoother for us, at least.
So someone said, so an ancient artifact was just sitting there and a map existed for this random piece of litter. Did the cartograph just not care about it? Would you like to clarify?
The cartograph?
Cartographer.
Cartographer.
Cartograph.
So this green part is water.
Cartographer. What? Oh.
Not quite. So there.
It was definitely sitting there surrounded by a bunch of ancient traps that had been there for forever, and they had to steal one piece of technology that tells them how to get there.
There are explanations for literally all of it. It's just stuff that wouldn't be revealed till later episodes.
That's true.
We had to sort of rewrite this episode from the original episode 1 script into more of a pilot script that we could use to sell the show.
Mhm.
And so there's a few things that got sort of just pushed into the background and not really addressed, and other things that were already there that would be addressed later that obviously you don't have the context for in this pilot. But yeah, there is. I don't want to go into it, obviously, to spoil the story that's going to be coming out. But
someone asked you how much Daniel Jackson from Stargate is an inspiration of Truman, but have you seen Stargate?
I've never seen Stargate.
All right, it's not because Daniel is a nerd that needs the strong military might of Captain O'Neill to keep him in check.
Okay.
I love Stargate, and that's the dynamic, is that you have the free-thinking nerd, and then you have Captain O'Neill just being like, damn your numbers. This is a military operation.
Are other planets in Skyvault based in the real universe, or is the Skyvault universe entirely fictional?
Question, why doesn't
entirely fictional. It is again, I'd say at this point the core inspiration for the series is Avatar, which obviously operates on its own map and world and stuff.
Right.
We basically did the same thing, except ours is in space. We have 5 solar systems all near each other with their own planets. None of it is based off of the actual solar system. We very loosely use actual science to sort of decide how things are arranged, but we throw it out the window immediately if it doesn't fit the story. So it's our own world. It is a space fantasy. So
Why doesn't the axe swing back?
so
it gets stuck in a tree.
In the script, it says the axe. We wrote in that the axe gets stuck in another tree. But
it swings into it
yeah, we weren't really able to create that image in shooting.
Well, no, because we had to make the axe. We couldn't.
Right,
We weren't allowed to actually.
We weren't allowed to
attack
butcher any trees.
Yeah.
It also takes about an hour to set up any one type of shot, so it's fine.
We just didn't catch it on camera, and then during the entire sound design process, I forgot to mention that we needed that sound off screen
sure.
too. So it just kind of disappears.
Let's see.
Once you sell this, will some scenes be added or removed from the pilot, or go back to the original episode script you had previously planned?
Almost definitely.
Everything will change.
Things will change quite a bit. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, the general pilot structure I still like and will probably stay roughly the same, but I think it will probably end up longer. And yeah, I expect a lot of changes to happen before the actual episode 1 is filmed.
Are there alien races in Skyvault?
There are not. It's actually it's all people. There aren't aliens.
Sorry.
Which is
no aliens.
It's just an important part of the universe. It's not aliens. It's just human beings.
Someone asked. Oh, where did it go? Hang on.
Why doesn't Yvonne have a gauntlet?
What is the most door monstery part of Skyvault? Outside of the creators of Door Monster writing it.
Door monstery part.
The cameos that you may or may not have missed.
No, the most Door Monster thing is the breaking of film conventions.
Yeah, I agree.
And do you have examples from this so far?
No, because they're all off. They're all off camera.
Well, I have a lot more.
Sure, like in the production.
Yeah.
I have a lot more answers, but they're reliant on more episodes because it relies on the story arc and stuff.
True, yeah.
Because the first one is just sort of the introduction, but
I'd be curious to hear the answers later.
Several fighters says so. The Tavani are mans.
They are.
And the answer is yes.
Yeah.
So the Tahani.
I love that question though.
They're mans.
Was there any particular inspiration for the ancient civilization?
They are inspired by Mayans, basically. Like that's that is the aesthetic inspiration for them.
Right.
Story-wise, it's just kind of our own thing that we came up with, but they are visually inspired by Mayan, like geometry and stuff, like all their patterns and architecture and.
Carolyn asks, with the new grand revelation being instantaneous travel, will the new pilot show more of what the status quo is, like more established shots and scenes of 3-day interplanetary travel?
Ideally, yeah. I think that's the kind of things that we're currently missing from this pilot that will add more length to the actual episode,
because
which
of
is
money and time.
Yeah.
Those were things that we had all anticipated having in the pilot, but ultimately, at the end of the day, we're just like some of the I don't know, like the setting feel.
Yeah,
I guess.
just establishing the world, kind of. I guess.
we had to kind of cut down on that just to be able to get in the shots that we did get in.
We are also though. There's another big thing that I think Avatar does really well, which is you focus on these main characters traveling, and you learn something new about the world by each location they visit.
Exactly.
It's not focused on. It's just because they interact with different parts of the world, you start piecing together the big picture of this.
Show don't tell.
So it gets defined over the course of the first season, I think.
So what is the vault part of Skyvault?
It
It's a
refers
double
to
meaning.
the action. Yeah, somebody got it right there, actually.
Oh, did
Rob
someone answer?
says vault as in jump, not a safe.
I thought also
go.
safe.
Well, maybe.
Sometimes.
Who knows? Who knows what else it could mean?
Bum bum bum.
It's actually off of the word value.
Someone asked about interest in the actual series so far.
We're getting kind of secondhand information at the moment from our producers. The latest news is that they took it to a meeting this last week with a production company in Austin that has expressed interest. They also have connections to distributors, and they're reviewing it this weekend, and we're supposed to hear back about if they are interested in the next couple days, and then maybe proceed from there.
Yeah.
And if that doesn't work out, they have a bunch of other people they're going to be taking it to as well.
Right.
I think this. I thought at first maybe you'd have to take it directly to a distributor of some kind, but it looks like what's the actual
they know what they're
method
doing
is
better than we do.
to find a production studio.
Well, we
that
want
can make it.
a production studio, to give us like the extra production value.
Right. Well,
so
and
that
the
way
money. We can't. We
Well,
physically
yes.
can't make more ourselves, so we
Right.
have to find somebody who can.
Well, no, when we team up with a production studio, right?
Yeah.
We'll have a like then the distributor will be like, oh look, we've got a creative team and a production team already here, and it's like a production team gets to back up our creative work with their like repertoire of like commercials and like different like high production value things.
Yeah.
Someone asked if you thought that confining the universe to Texas was gonna hinder its ability to get picked up.
I don't think so. Actually, I think it's an aesthetic that people like, especially in other countries. Like the whole like it is the Wild West feel. Like there's something. It's the Final Frontier feel, right? That's how you get like adventure serials and stuff. Is because you have places to go explore and these kind of unknown spaces. And Texas has just kind of always weirdly been associated with that, even if it doesn't technically apply now.
Yeah.
But we wanted that sort of just disconnected feel to it, and we also another big thing was Texas has a lot of really varied landscapes in it.
Mm-hmm.
So that was part of our original idea, was basing on Texas, because there's most people think of Texas as just
there's coastline, there's plains, there's forest, there's desert,
there's swamp,
there's
mountains, there's swamp. There's actually a little bit, not really jungle, but thickets down in the southwest or southeast.
There's snow up north. I mean, half the year actually. It's just such a big place that it's hugely varied, and most people just think of it as like how it looks in Western films. So we wanted to sort of use the show to show all the different types of Texas there are.
Is there mesas in El Paso?
I bet.
I think that's where the mesas kind of start for New Mexico.
There are mountains there. We have definite actual mountains.
How much does the story focus on the Tahani versus the corporate rebel interaction? I'm curious if it's more Indiana Jones than Star Wars.
Star Wars is about chosen one narratives and space wizards, which is great, but that's not us.
It's
We're more
definitely-
Western than.
I would
more
say
adventure than.
I would say Star Wars is not super comparable as the show goes on. You'll see less and less of Star Wars, though there are a lot of
I would
like
actually say you would see
Star-related
more as it goes
Star
on.
Wars?
Well, I mean, because as they discover more information about the ancient people and stuff, there's definitely more of that comes in. But it's I wouldn't say it ever gets into Star Wars exactly. It's
Star Wars isn't just like the sci-fi genre. Star Wars is specifically like
it's space
the
fantasy.
Narrative structure.
Well, it's also
of Star Wars.
I think they're. If you're asking about like story-wise, again, it's focusing on the characters.
Oh my god,
and
his
anything
plots.
else that happens is the.
His plots continue. Get him out of here.
I
Get
wouldn't
him
really,
out
I
of
wouldn't
here.
really compare any of it to Star Wars, honestly.
No.
It's much more akin to Indiana Jones or the game Uncharted.
Yeah.
Or things like that. Just
It's more of an adventure serial than Star Wars.
Yeah, it's a
feels
space
like.
western, but it's
space.
yeah.
Just call it a space western.
It's not though. Because we used to call it a space western, but it doesn't actually have any of the story conventions of a western, and it barely takes place in space. So I don't feel like it's
shot
accurate.
of the characters walking from left frame to right frame. That's a western. if at the end they go from right frame to left frame, and then they don't feel comfortable back in like the world that they used to live in, then it's a western.
Why doesn't Yvonne have a gauntlet?
She has the van.
That's Shay.
She didn't.
I mean,
I guess that's not. She just didn't have one at the moment. They have all of them in the box.
Right.
Yeah. If you notice, none of the other Rampart agents also had one. Shay's the only one that just like wears
because they
one
get in
regularly.
the van. It's safer in the van.
Yeah, in the van also.
Because they're stuck on them because they're going to explode if they.
It's interesting.
Is that explained in there?
Well, the main characters, they say that they're stuck on there.
So they have to wear theirs all the time because that way
Does
they
the
can be trapped.
van have a gauntlet? Yes.
The van is a gauntlet.
Yes. For now, I will say yes. It is interesting though. We were originally in the original writing, the van teleportation didn't get revealed until like the second to last episode of the season.
Yeah.
It was actually going to be like a thing, like the vans
That
would keep
makes
popping up,
sense.
but there wouldn't be an explanation for why the vans were just everywhere. And then at the very end, they end up getting in one of the main characters get in one of the vans, and then the van lasers its way over to another planet. And it was going to be like a reveal. But we were rewriting the pilot, and we were like, there's no point in like holding off on this information. We just need to stick it all in here so that they see what it is.
Yeah.
And I think it's a better
Peggy's.
decision.
It's really hard to see sometimes. I mean, there's one good shot of it, but like Peggy's whole gauntlet is like the old. Like it definitely looks like it was like a prototype or like a first go.
Yeah.
And
Reed did a great job of that.
Oh my god, it looks so good.
I think Reed still has that. I think he kept that one, just so he could like display it somewhere.
Yeah.
But we have the hand upstairs and one of the gauntlets
We do.
on our shelf.
The hand does actually light up.
It does. It had actual like LEDs and stuff in it.
So what is the situation for people that missed all the streams this weekend that still paid?
I will.
You'll still get a download when it's ready to be downloaded.
You'll get a download of the actual episode, and I will also see about downloading the streams off of YouTube and uploading them to Vimeo with a password, and then I'll post that link on Kickstarter so people can see the full streams as well with the Q&As and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Are you worried about people just giving out the password?
I mean,
It'll only be up for a limited time.
Less than I am worried
We
about
can't
them
leave
just
it up.
handing out the link.
Okay.
And yeah, I probably won't leave it up.
It'll
for
be up
too
for like
long.
maybe a week. Is that a week?
They could do, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Actually, I think a week is fine.
We'll put one of these VODs, probably the one with the Skype call.
I'm gonna be sending them a download of the episode too. So
Yeah.
like at that point,
Yeah.
this they're gonna have the download. Don't upload it.
I mean, it's the pilot. Once the actual show comes out, like it's.
I thought
That's
they
the
were,
other
I
thing,
thought
like,
they
I'm
weren't
not
getting the
super worried
download
about it,
until the
'cause-
whole show is out.
I haven't decided when to send the actual pilot download yet. I was just gonna maybe wait until like we get some kind of confirmed
Would
deal
you
with
instantly
someone.
die if you dabbed wearing the gauntlet?
Yep.
Yep.
That's a
There's
crime
no
punishable
dabbing.
by death.
There's no dabbing in this show. They don't allow bees in here.
What?
All right, I think our questions are about done. Skis. We answered a lot of them.
Any actors in the chat? If you guys want to throw your piece up, say anything.
Yeah,
It's your moment.
Plug your stuff.
Don't miss your shot.
Peggy, the actor that plays Shay, is in Fear of the Walking Dead now. By the way, if you guys tune into that show,
And
she's actually like a recurring character right now.
Literally, like the reason to watch it.
Vindication? No.
Vindication, I think, is it? Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
It's not Justified. Justified's a different show.
I think it's Vindication,
It is Vindication.
which is a show
Yes.
on Amazon Prime that she's also on.
Wow, that was a jump.
No, I was expecting it to not be.
And yeah.
Is Space Soup Milo still here?
Good questions this time.
Space Milo.
Lots of really
Vaughn's
good.
Did you mention that it was Milo was inspiration in this one?
I don't think so. No, that was Jim's
Somebody brought it
character.
up
It was
there.
definitely like Sokka plus Milo plus Ian.
Yeah.
Equals Truman.
Look at that rattlesnake tail.
Well, thank you guys for joining in.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Can
watching.
we get a 3D print model of the gauntlet?
No.
They are 3D printed models.
Not yet, but in the future we will. That will definitely be some like merchandise, hopefully, to go to.
Oh, Peggy said something.
It's on Fear, See It Tonight, and Vindication.
Oh, it's on tonight.
On Prime.
Yeah. Go
Watch
Fear the
her. She's
Walking Dead.
amazing. She was
Tess.
too good for all our actors were too good for Skyvault.
No, maybe.
All right, actors, now's the time to plug your shit.
I think all the actors that are there have done that.
I think they did. Yeah.
Good.
All right.
Well, cool. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you for watching. Thanks for asking all the questions, and thank you for donating to this thing in the first place so that we could make it.
Yes.
This was our last stream, but again, we will upload them to Kickstarter so you guys can watch them afterwards if you missed anything, and we'll keep you updated on any future developments on getting this thing picked up. So everybody have a good Sunday. We will talk to you later.
And upload a video tomorrow.
And yeah, that'll be it. Video on the channel tomorrow.
Not about this
Bye.
though. About something completely different.
Yeah.
Bye guys.
That's gonna be a
Everybody
good one.
wave bye.
Bye everybody.
Bye.
Bye.